You love about your papacito?
I love that he's very adventurous because I feel like he gave that to me and not really you, Adrian, but I really love to travel and things like that. And I got that from dad. So I love that he's adventurous and willing to try new things.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the questions myself, and I wrote them so I can do that. So the first one is, what do you love about dad? Um, I love that he's charming. My dad, I know he's like super tough and he tries to seem like that, but he loves people. He loves talking to people and making them laugh and telling them stories. And I see it all the time that he loves being the center of the spotlight. We always tell him, and I love that he's charming and he likes making people laugh.
What do you love about your father?
What I love about my father is that he's a very strong, smart person. He is very faithful and he never gives up.
Ariana?
Take three.
Take
Okay.
three. Okay,
So-
go Laya.
Okay, the first question is, what do you love about your father?
What I love about my father is that he's a really confident person. He's really strong and loving.
Okay, Alexia, ready? Okay, here you go. First question. What do you love about daddy?
That he's smart, strong, and that he loves mommy and all his kids.
And what's the next one?
Second question is, what would you like him to know?
What I like him to know? I want my dad to know that I love him very much and I care for him and that he is one of the most important people in my life.
Would you like him to know?
I would like my dad to know that we really appreciate him and that he's a very important part of our lives and that he's done so much for us.
What would you like him to know?
That I love him forever and ever.
What is something that you want dad to know?
That I love you. Obviously, like that's so basic. Obviously, I love you very much. And I want you to know that I do appreciate everything you've ever done for me. And I talk about you a lot to people that I meet and I know.
What would I like him to know? I would like him to know that I am proud that he's my dad. Something that I always tell people, is every job I've had, I'm good, right? I'm really good. And people always tell me this. I even had one time this lady, she asked me, what's wrong with you, Why are you so hardworking? Why do you try so much? Why do you try so hard? And I told her, I said, you should see my dad. I didn't think like, oh no, I told her you should see my dad, And I said, if you think I work hard, that's nothing, compared to how he is. And so I think even if he doesn't know it, I've probably said that countless times to countless people. And they ask me a lot, trust me, of why do I work, like how am I? And I always tell them, oh, trust me, you haven't seen any, if you think I work hard, you haven't seen anything. So I love talking about my dad,
What is your favorite memory with dad?
That I was helping him outside with the rocks and he was using my little bucket.
Okay, next question. What is a memory that you have with dad that you always remember that you love?
I would say again, like traveling, like just going different places. That was always really fun. I have a very, I have a very specific memory of him yelling when he was on the roof and he was cleaning the roof. I don't remember if it was you or me, but he told us to get a broom for him, and we were like, where are we supposed to? What did he say? Like, oh, why don't you have a broom? And then he yelled at us. He's like, where am I supposed to get the broom from? Out of my bowl.
It was me.
It was you. I don't remember.
He told that to
but
me.
I saw it, and it was like the funniest thing ever.
I remember.
And I feel like that's just such
That's who he is.
that's who he is. Just so funny.
Third question is, what is your favorite memory with dad?
My favorite memory with dad is when I always get awards because he always looks really proud of me.
What is my favorite memory with my dad? I think my favorite memory is ever since I was little, even until kind of recently, he always would play video games. And I know that sounds like lame, but he would come after a 10-hour shift, he'd spend time with his family. And then when everybody would go to bed or it'd start getting later, even just as soon as he'd get up, he would just play. And I know he loved to play. That's one of the things that he found pleasure in. If it wasn't in his pool, now it was playing video games. And I love that, seeing him happy and just being able to focus on that one thing and enjoy himself. And I think that's why I love video games now, so yeah.
What's your favorite memory with dad?
My favorite memory with my dad is whenever we go to Teco, we always go and he always seems so happy there. Like, he's with his family, the mariachi's playing, the food there, and everything just makes him super happy. And seeing him being happy makes me happy. Fourth question is, what do you wish Dad's next few years look like?
Next few years, I want it to be healthy and fun and like outgoing.
What do I wish Dad's next 50 years to look like? I hope that they are full of rest. Dad, I think you deserve it. You've been working as long as you know, but not just physical rest, but rest in here, and in here. I think it's easy to just work a lot. I feel like sometimes it's hard when you have nothing to do, because then you have to get to know who you are and what you like. And that's a curse in a way. So I pray that that's something you're able to figure out, that you're able to truly rest, not just lay down and bum out, but you can really rest and figure out more about your family, about yourself,
What do you wish your dad's next 50 years look like?
I wish my dad's next 50 years, I wish that he gets to do things that he hasn't been able to do before, and that he continues to live life to the fullest.
What do you wish Dad for the next 50 years?
I wish prosperity on him and health especially. I wish, also since he's going to be retiring very soon, just that he gets to enjoy the time, like not working for once in his life, and just figure out what he enjoys doing and spending time with family and just picking up new hobbies. So I really wish that he's able to enjoy that time as he steps into it.
What do you wish Dad for the next 50 years to be?
That he will live forever and ever.
Okay, who would you say from most to least, who does he pick on the most?
Me, and then Alaya, and then you. It's like different. I'd say Alaya and then you, and then Ariana and Alexia.
Who do you think Dad picks on most to least?
Okay, top, Jasmine, then Adrian, me, Ariana, and then Alexia.
Who do you think Dad picks on the most?
Jasmine, Adrian, Alaya, Ayana, and then me.
Question, who do you think Dad picks on from most to least?
Most to least, I'd say Jasmine at the top, then Adrian, then Alaya, then me, and Alexia at the bottom, for sure.
Who does he pick on the most? I think it used to be me, maybe not so much anymore. I'd say Jasmine, then me, then Alaya, Ariana, Alexia. I feel like that's what everybody said, so it's the obvious one.
Okay, who looks the most like Ricardo?
Everyone keeps saying me, but I think it's Adrian. No, I'm just kidding. I guess me and Ariana are pretty. Ariana just too, not just me.
Y'all believe that? Come on now.
No,
It's you, Pa. It's you.
All right, it's Jasmine. That's the only answer.
Definitely Jasmine. Jasmine is literally a mini Dad.
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Everyone knows that.
Okay, last question. What is something that Dad has taught you?
I think Dad's taught me to work hard, because that's something he's always implemented in us, even like work hard in school, things like that. To always try your best in that. And then I would say also just to like slow down and enjoy your time, I guess. I would say that. Because he always be chilling, vibing by the pool, and that's a good example. So I feel like, yeah, and if there's things that you really want, just as long as you work hard, I'm sure that at some point you can achieve them. You just have to keep going forward. Just like him with this pool. When he used to go through the rain in his wet boots, now he doesn't have to do that anymore, and he can enjoy his good life.
True.
Now, what has Dad taught me? I would say one thing he's taught me is to always be strong and always be tough. Even if you don't feel like it, you have to, at least strong enough and tough enough that everybody could rely on you, If whether it's working hard enough, make enough money, be there enough, do anything that you need, be tough, take on the problems of others, at least that way they can rely on you, just enough that you can support the people that are important to you. I feel like that's something he's taught me. Just be tough because the world's hard.
What has he taught you?
Dad has taught me to never give up, to be strong, to be smarter. He's taught me to be more responsible and to make smart choices in life. And he's also widened my vocabulary a lot. Like, for example, he'll teach me words like, and last question is, what has Dad taught you?
Dad has taught me to be caring for others, to have lots of self-respect, and I got a bigger vocabulary because of him. Like, as an example, like the word cabrón.
What has Dad taught you?
To share, be kind, and treat others the way I want to be treated, and love God.
Dallas, what do you love about Papa?